Welcome to a new video, guys, and welcome in our penthouse in the centrum of Melbourne. Look at this stunning view. We are on the top. There is nothing higher than us. Look. And this is the view. But all this is actually an Instagram collaboration with the hotel, and we already spent here 2 nights, and today we are actually leaving because we are going to the 12 Apostles, which is approximately like 2 hours drive from Melbourne. And 12 Apostles, it's like a natural phenomenon where in the ocean there is like a 12 big rocks or cliffs which are like standing in the sea, and you have a beautiful lookout from the cliff on those 12 Apostles. But before we go, I'm gonna show you this stunning apartment. It has actually 3 bedrooms and 2 showers, 2 bathrooms. Here is Duka over here. It's a bit messy because we are sleeping here. And yeah, this was ours for 2 nights in the center of Melbourne. It was really a great experience. It is a bit strange to be in a big city like this, because when you are traveling around Australia like us, you are usually not in cities, and the air is pretty clean over there. But when you go into a big city like this, I can already feel all that smoke around. So we parked our car in this underground garage. Actually, it's not underground, but it's in the building. And let's go to the 12 Apostles. So we just went through the whole Melbourne. I mean, it's a pretty stressful thing to do, because I mean, like, it was fine, but I have a respect for this, because so much traffic and cars around you, that was just crazy. If I don't need to pick up something from the city, I would not do that. I'm definitely not recommend to drive through the whole Melbourne to anybody. So because we left the Melbourne pretty late, we are not gonna make it to the 12 Apostles today. So we just stopped on some free campsite, and I'm gonna show you around. And tomorrow morning we are heading to the 12 Apostles. But it looks pretty good here. Look at that. Beautiful sunset. Normally we are sleeping in a rooftop tent, but right now it's pretty cold outside, so we are sleeping in a car. Hey guys, so this was us for the night. Actually, for the most of the night it's like this because it's too cold to sleep in a rooftop tent. But it has one big positive to sleep in a car. Anytime you feel cold, you can just start the engine, and in a few minutes it's warm again. But it's time to wake up and go to the spot. These limestones were actually formed around 20 million years ago. They are basically made of coral and marine organisms that were compressed together over time. Through erosion, other natural forces, these magnificent formations gradually took shape. They vary in shape and height, with some reaching up to 45 meters tall. That's about the height of a big city building, which is pretty crazy. Today there are only 7 Apostles left, because in 2005 one of the larger ones collapsed into the sea. It's pretty windy here and a bit cold, and also a lot of tourists. It's not that bad, but it would be better if nobody's here. Over there is a better lookout point. This is the view from this platform over here, and there are also 2 on this side. what's here. A little kangaroo. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. So guys, I have a very interesting fact for you. Apparently there were never 12 apostles standing on that beach. Originally there were 9 of them, and it was not called 12 apostles, it was called the sow and pinglets, but it was not very marketable. And around 1950 they changed the name to 12 apostles. Even there never been 12 apostles, there were only 9 of them. But the name, they choose this name because it has more marketable power, and it's also more symbolic because it's also connected to, in some way, to Christianity because of the 12 apostles of Jesus. So yeah, but to me it's a pretty weird thing to do. What do you think about the name, Duka?
I don't understand why they named it 12 apostles if they have never been 12. But yeah.
Yeah, like I understand it's better to sell it to people with that name because there is more of that symbolism, but still, like, at least if there are originally 12 of them, alright, then it's fine, but it was never 12 of them, so like, what's the point? I don't know, to me it's just a pretty bizarre thing to do. So we already started our way to Adelaide, and right now we just stopped along the way on Hopkins Falls. It's just a small waterfall, but it's worth to visit when you are coming this way. So right now we are in a random village. It's called Wellington, which is, by the way, Wellington is the capital of New Zealand, but this is just a small village in South Australia. And here is a ferry, and we are on a ferry going from one side of the village to another. Pretty random. Right now we are going through a wine area, which is really close to Adelaide city. Those vineyards must be so beautiful to see during the summer when it's all green and full of grapes. Now it's just some branches. Guys, look where we are, somewhere in the mountains behind the Adelaide city, and we have this, oh my god, it's so windy. We are sleeping in this little house. I'm gonna show you. Look at that. We also have a hot tub over here, but we didn't try it yet because it's so windy these days, but tomorrow it's supposed to be really calm, so we're looking forward to it. I'm gonna give you to Duka, she's gonna show you the interior.
Welcome to our tiny house. So I'm going to give you a little tour of this tiny house. It's gonna be a little bit messy because we already spent one night here, but it still looks very nice. So here is our little living room with the fireplace, which we need because it's really cold outside. With the kitchen. This place is really tiny, but it's so cozy. When you are traveling in a car like us, when it's cold, you are going to really appreciate places like this. Let me show you the rest of this tiny house. Here we have a bathroom with eco toilet. And when you are doing number 2, you need to put handful of this to the bowl. Very interesting, I never saw this. Let's go upstairs where we have a bedroom. And it looks like this. This window is perfect here because when it's sky full of stars, you are getting the best view. And this is the view from upstairs. Hello. We're gonna try the hot tub later, but now it's super windy, so we don't want to be outside, but Nicholas is doing some weird shit.
Oh my god, the wind is absolutely crazy. It's just so cold. So basically right now we are very close to the Adelaide city, and in a few days we are gonna cross the Nullarbor Plain, which is a very interesting thing in Australia. It's actually a straight road which is long 146 kilometers, and it's just a straight road without any curve, without any turn, without like you just go straight. So that's gonna be pretty insane, I think. Also, like, we planned this trip for like 1 year, or we called it 1 year trip around Australia, but it was actually planned for 10 months. Because most of the people, they went on this big lab around Australia. It took them like 1 year, and some of the guys actually told us that it's maybe not gonna be enough, that maybe we need more time than 1 year. And like, honestly, I don't really know why. Like, yeah, Australia is a great country. It's so much places around here to visit and to see, but like, for us, we are on the road for 4th month now, and actually we are gonna be in Perth in the end of July, which is next month. So basically for us it's not gonna take 10 months, it's only gonna be 5 months. And we already crossed, we went from Perth up to Broome, Darwin, then to the red centre of Australia, Alice Springs, and we visited Uluru. And then we went to Cairns, which is a tropical part of Australia, and then we went along the east coast to the south, to Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sydney, Melbourne, and now we are here in South Australia. And yeah, it's been just 4 months for us, and overall it's gonna be 5 months. So I don't really know what all the people are doing like a whole 1 year on this trip. Maybe they are just sitting in one spot for a week or something like that, but that's really not something for us. I don't know. We feel like we need to constantly move, and just I don't feel that we are in a rush. I think we are going in a normal speed. So yeah.